human again. There's that. If you say things like that, they tell you have a problem. I feel human again.
Well,
weird.
Well, we do have problems here on the Middle Classholes, and that's why we do this every week, to get it out of our system, to flush the evil away. So how's your drinking going? So what's the plan as far as like alcoholic beverages in and out of the body?
I take off Monday through Wednesday. I drink during the show.
Ooh.
I drink.
Wow.
And I don't start until the show. Then obviously Friday, Saturday. Yep. And then Sundays are about 75-25, kind of depending. Now I have a month off from soccer on Sundays. Doc shut me down with my Achilles tendonitis. I don't know if I told you guys about that. Yeah.
You told me about it,
right.
But I just want to let you know that the math does check out on that 75-25. So continue.
Oh. And that's so that it ends there. And then, believe it or not, we're back to Monday after Sunday.
That hurts.
Why? What hurts about that?
I don't know. I have at least, like, I don't feel human unless I have at least one drink a night. At least one. I don't even want it some nights. Some nights I'm like, I don't even want to drink this, but I've got to, or I'm not human. So before I go to bed, sometimes I'll even have it on my nightstand. I remember one night I woke up because I didn't finish my White Claw in bed, because that's a good thing to have going on in your life. And I was like 2 a.m, like, oh, parched. Oh, this is a White Claw. That's all right. You don't have to get up for another 3 hours.
Yeah. Y'all should probably talk to some like professionals about that.
Professional drinkers? I could do that. Yeah, we could exchange notes.
No. Mental health
some tips,
some addiction counselors, especially Murr. I mean, yeah, that's a sad story.
That's a one. Okay, there's more alcohol in the allergy medicine that I've been taking. It's one alcoholic beverage, but I do feel like I have to. What's probably not true?
There's more alcohol in the allergy medicine you've been taking?
I bought this specialized allergy medicine that you can only buy online. I'm sure it's on the up and up, and it's called Zone 1. They make a Zone 2, 3, 4, Zone all the way through 9 for Alaska, and it's specifically formulated for the region you live in, and it is probably, I'm going to say, 120 proof. It is the most rancid stuff you can put under your tongue. It literally just burns, I think. It kills everything in your body, and that's why you don't get the allergic effect.
It's a little chemo in there, you know? It's like kind of like a chemotherapy effect.
How much did you buy for that bottle of snake oil? Or how much did you pay for that?
It was like $30 for like a 50 milliliter dropper bottle. I don't know, man. I've been all right, so we'll see.
Good. You got the vid. You're not all right. Not that has anything to do with your allergies, but
that is unconfirmed, and I don't appreciate the accusation.
No, I don't. Like the Monday through Wednesday thing is a challenge, just to like one, because I sleep much better and I wake up much more productive, and it's weird. I don't know how that works. I think
strange.
I think it's just I'm not say it seems to be mutually exclusive from the drinking. I'm not so sure that there's a correlation there. But yeah, by the time this show rolls around on Thursday, I get that puppy in me. Hell yeah. Now I will say this week, Tuesday, I worked until 10 p.m. So I went in at 8, worked till 10, a good 14-hour shift. I came home and drank a beer after that. I was like, just plopped my ass on my recliner. I was like, I gotta have a drink after that one. God damn. So I vary from time to time.
This comes back to my doctor's appointment from like about a year ago, where I told him how much I drank and it wasn't a problem. I just think we need a social media makeover, just the internet makeover on information. Like we need. We've been talking a lot about science over the last couple of years. Like, can we just come to a legit consensus on what is what? Because if you look up, do I have a drinking problem? I guarantee if you think you have a drinking problem, the information you'll find will confirm that. If you don't think you have a drinking problem, the information you find will confirm that. There's no consensus on what's good and what's bad. Alan, I don't think I have a drinking problem. What?
There's definitely a consensus. It's like 3 to 7 drinks a week, man. And now, look, I think that's outrageous. When I was an avid drinker, I was like, that's preposterous. Like 3 to 7 drinks, that's a night, ma'am. Like, so I get it. but I'm fairly certain that's a consensus that you're an alcoholic, technically, if you're consuming 3 to 7 drinks a week.
But that's not even like for a human adult. Like I
for a
would
human
say,
adult, though.
I know. But what I'm getting at is like the amount that your body. So if you had one drink a night, like me, every night, one drink, you're going to flush that alcohol, if you have a working liver, out of your body in an hour. Like, I don't see how.
I don't think that's
I
how that
thought
works.
that was.
Yeah,
I thought that is how it works.
Yeah, but I think it is good to give your liver a little bit of,
like I think you're thinking more of like, oh, is my blood alcohol going to be down in an hour from the one drink I drank? Sure. But your body's still like, why did you put this poison in me? So, like, you know what I mean? There's a whole digestion process that goes along with it.
Sure.
Like, so there's other parts than just your liver being like, hey, you're not drunk now. You're good. You're good.
My liver. Function. I have a Schwarzenegger liver, my friend. Think about it. Like, I go downstairs and I work my body out every night. My muscles are like, hey, fuck you, man. And then they come back stronger. Every night, I teach my liver who the boss is. And every day, he's like, ugh, all right, man, I'm ready. You got it? All right, let's get it. Bring it. Come on. Liver's strong, man. You got to work him out.
So you got like the
objects at rest.
You got the Springsteen of livers, huh?
That's like the polar opposite of how that works. But yeah.
I think the thing I really legitimately, and this is not a joke, this is not me being sarcastic or laying the truth a little thin here. I legitimately worry about getting myself in social situations like a wedding or a barbecue or just thinking about situations where I drink a lot, which is pretty much any social gathering that I'm in at anymore. And just having really low alcohol tolerance. Now I could probably dial it back a little bit because I can now drink, 10 to 12 light beers and still be functional. Which some people have looked at me like, Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Well, it is what it is. But I do worry about, getting at a wedding and getting like 3 or 4 cocktails deep and like jelly legged and dancing to fucking, hey.
I guess it depends on what you drink, but I just had a wedding on Sunday, and
you got married. Congratulations, man! That's
I know,
wonderful.
Right? Again,
huh.
And I don't drink like ever, and yeah, that Wes, it's a switch. I think you just flip it. Okay. So don't be worried about that because the bar manager, someone got snarky with me, and I looked at her and I was like, I'm going to drink 2 bottles of this fucking gin tonight, dead in her fucking eye. And she was like, I was like, yeah, I might get sloppy. I have no fucking idea what's going to happen. And proceeded to drink 2 fucking fifths of Beefeater. Yeah, I got fucking busy. It was a good time. And I was fine. I was actually fine. I was perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah. Here's what I've learned. It's not, okay, in the moment, you're still fine. It's that 8 to 12 hours later that's the problem. And this is the God's honest truth. The reason I continue to have at least 1 alcoholic beverage a night is because I quit during the week. Monday or Friday, Saturday, I would have drinks. But then I would wake up. 3 beers would give me the worst hangover and ruin the next day. So I decided if I'm going to continue to have drinks on Fridays and Saturday nights, then I'm going to have to keep a steady stream of alcohol in my body all week long so that I can actually enjoy the nights before I have the day off. Otherwise, I'm just ruined. I've ruined my day off by having 4 White Claws and 2 Heinekens. No, not happening for me.
I think that's just one of those things where you haven't drank enough. You drank, yeah, you know what I mean? You can't have that small an amount because then it just throws your brain chemistry off and you're like, I feel like dick. You need to push through that wall. You need to go through it and land somewhere in the middle and then fucking hydrate up and get a good night's sleep.
The guy who just told me I have an alcohol problem because I have 1 White Claw a night is now telling me to binge drink.
No, I'm just telling you how to get rid of your problem. You had a problem that I'm solving for you. Look, don't drink at all or fucking drink to a point of excess so that you don't feel like a bag of dicks. It's very simple.
Seems like a good formula. I like it.
Yeah. Hey, man, I was adept at this, Wes. You're aware.
Mm-hmm.
We've drank many a night.
Mm-hmm.
We're not bad at this. It's just bad for you.
Right.
And as you guys who are older than me, you guys should just take care of yourselves. I love you guys.
Thank you.
So we're playing golf this Saturday. Are you gonna abstain from alcohol?
Yeah, I might have like a fucking, a little warm me up me, like right in the beginning. You know what I mean? I might get one of those, or maybe like a Mick Ultra somewhere in the middle. But yeah, I will have maybe 2 drinks tops.
Well, it's a 9:18 tee time, so my thought was I was gonna re-up. Not even re-up would imply that I got something to start. I was gonna start at the turn. I was gonna get a couple beers when we get to hole 10.
Yeah, I typically don't get. Yeah, I don't drink I don't drink anymore, guys.
But see, I disagree with that logic, Wes, because you got to start and continue. If you start your golf day completely dry, sober, and then you all of a sudden flip the switch at the turn, you've played 2 different golf games. It's 2 different Wes Foxes. It's 2 different guys swinging the club at that point. So then you're gonna base their whole. I was good up to the turn and I started drinking. Oh man, I was great at that turn. I should have been drinking the whole day. So you gotta pick your spot, man. I say it's 9 a.m. What's the difference between drinking at 9 a.m. versus what 10:30? Screw it. Do it the whole day. Steady drip. IV. Just
It
plug
depends
one
on the
in.
shape of the round, I think, too. That's if it's going really well, you might not want that drink at the turn.
Yeah, could be.
You might want to focus.
I don't know though. It's something about being out in that heat gets my loins going.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. That is the exact opposite. Being out in that heat makes me fucking abhor alcohol. Give me fucking water. Like it's hot, motherfucker.
You used to have a heat hangover from last weekend when you were at Whiskey Creek.
Yeah,
you played in the hottest day of the year.
Fuck, yeah, it sucked.
I can't imagine what that ass was like.
I blasted a fucking 88 there, so fuck off.
I heard alcohol-free 88 in that.
Well, no, that was not alcohol free. I had a couple transfusions.
Jesus, you had a drink called a transfusion.
Yeah, you never had a transfusion?
Mm-mm.
Oh, what are you?
Not alcohol, not in real life either.
You golf? Come on, bro. Yeah, we'll go get you a couple trannies.
Can't wait.
What? Those are alcoholic beverages. Do not judge me.
Okay, fair enough. We'll have a tranny together. You and me. We'll have a 3-way.
We'll share a tranny. It'll be good.
Middle class souls, everyone.
I'll watch.
Yeah, you rent the cart and you just be in the corner. Murr, Allen, and Fox, man. Hey, listen, I was upstairs before this got going. I was eating some dinner. And they're promoting this Top Gun Maverick. They're playing the original Top Gun.
All over.
And I got to some thinking. I haven't seen it yet. You guys, are there any spoilers? Murr, you gave me like a no.
No, I mean, I just haven't seen it yet because I don't know, man. You gotta get to the theater. I'm still in lockdown mode primarily.
Okay.
I haven't done shit in 2.5 years. I did go see Spider-Man, but yeah, it looks good though. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hyped up for the nostalgia of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're just preying on it.
Yeah,
they're just gonna play a bunch of Kenny Loggins and show you clips of fucking Tom Cruise flying fighter jets.
Here's what I was going to ask then, Alan. You kind of stole my thunder, but I think I'm going to ask the question anyway. So, of course, you're going to get the Top Gun theme, and I don't know the but
if there's not another shirtless fucking volleyball scene to playing with the boys, then fucking I'm out. I immediately walk out of the theater.
Was it? Were they playing with the boys? Was that on?
Yeah. That
was the song.
Fuck,
100%.
The boys.
I just watched it upstairs, and I got a kick out of. It's funny when Goose is trying to convince Maverick to stay for another game. He's like, "No, got to get going." All you can hear, you don't know who it is, but somebody, "Come on, you pussy!" He fucking rolls on the motorcycle. My question is, do you contract Kenny Loggins to do something original? No?
Yes. Well, maybe.
We got yes and no.
Does Loggins have an original in him still, you think?
Yeah. I'm sure he does. Look, Kenny Loggins is like prolific from that era. You don't just lose it 100%. I think it's one of those deals where, you have a actor who's in every movie for like 3 summers, and then all of a sudden Hollywood's just like, all right, we got enough of that guy's face. And then all of a sudden they're blackballed for 10 years, even they still have the full on skills. But Hollywood's like, listen, 10 years, we'll bring you back and you'll be bigger than ever because you had this hiatus. Kenny Loggins was on Live from Daryl's House. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The YouTube show where
Daryl Hall.
Yeah. And Kenny Loggins was on there doing his hits, and I'm like, holy shit, I forgot how many hits Kenny Loggins fucking had. Yeah. And he could still sing like an angel. Okay. I mean, he did the Footloose theme. He did the song from Caddyshack.
I'm all right.
Yeah. That's right. That's good. I forgot he had all the hits.
Hit Danger Zone. I'm like, Jesus, and this guy still got it.
And playing,
even if he does it right.
And playing with the boys.
Yeah.
And Meet Me Halfway from the Stallone classic Over the Top.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I mean, my question,
good.
Alan,
mediocre music for terrible movies. Kenny Loggins.
Alan, you said no. It was almost simultaneous. It was a no and a yes. I legitimately was like, I wonder if the producers were like, hey, Kenny, look, and I looked this up. You're 70. Ooh, I got a delivery, boys. Ooh-wee. Special delivery, a Sonic Blast.
Ooh. Where the fuck did she go for a Sonic Blast?
No, we had that delivered. It's Sonic. It's 2022, bro.
Yeah. Also delivered from where? Where's the nearest Sonic?
Glen Dirty.
God damn. So that's just soup. That's just ice cream soup. Got delivered.
I have a Sonic soup.
That's fair. What kind of bits did you get in it?
Just the peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cup. Okay. But yeah, no, I legitimately thought we could get a producer like, listen, Kenny, we got this idea. Top Gun, Maverick, Cruise is coming back. We already got him signed. We need something original. Do you think Kenny could dust off the old guitar, get to the studio, get to the lab, and create something funky, fresh for this?
I mean, the real question would be, can you find a guitar player up the snuff to fucking back up Kenny Loggins? I don't know. It's 2022. I think it'd be tough.
Well, you could also have somebody write him a song. You know, he could just perform it. I mean, he doesn't have to. I don't know. Maybe he does lose the magic, but I can already tell you where you put it in. You know, Maverick's like the hip old guy, right? But then the young guys have to go like meet him at his apartment or bunk or whatever, and he's in there, Tom Cruise dancing, fucking Risky Business style in his fucking living room. They don't know he's coming, and he's fucking jamming out to some fucking Kenny Loggins
while he's making cocktails.
Yeah. Yes.
It's just like every fucking stereotypical movie character.
Yeah, brushing up on his law books.
Right, playing some pool. I want to see it though. I want to see it. And I'll let you know if a Kenny Loggins joint.
I mean, I will not go to the theater to see it because I don't really find Tom Cruise movies entertaining. I mean, there's probably like one or two. Actually, that's a fucking lot. Days of Thunder. But either way, that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to see this in the movie theater. But let me know how it goes. I'll wait till it's like on HBO Max or something. Okay. Watch that bad boy, like Batman.
Like Batman. Yeah, fair enough. I'll let you know. Yeah, first news bit comes out of way of New York City. Big Apple payphones once dominated New York City street corners. Now there are none left in Manhattan streets. So it turns out that this removal of payphones began in 2015, and just last week they removed the very last one. It was actually hold on. Damn it. I'm not going to get the photo is going to be absolutely, but I'll share this with you anyway. It's a 2-banger. It's a side-by-side one located up on 49th Street near Town Square. But if you take a peek at that, right here. Voila. No more. That's, I don't know why we're talking about this. Like this is news, but I don't know. It seems like a bit of our childhood that got ripped away. Literally.
Yeah, it's like the end of a generation almost, right? Like,
like how long's the telephone been around?
Yeah. Like the telephone or
I mean, I would say payphones in general would probably be really close to the very beginnings of
probably
of telephone technology. And New York City would probably have been one of the cities that had the first payphones. And so it's the end of a technological era, really, because now they're just simply saying, nope, cell phones are it. I mean, landlines are a dead tool. And but they're not. There's so much. We have issues with Zoom meetings and such, and there's no such thing as like a bad landline connection. There really isn't.
So it's crazy. So this guy invented William Gray invented the first payphone in 1889. It was installed in a bank in Hartford, Connecticut. He came up with the idea because one day he had to call the doctor because his wife fell ill. This is so old timey. And so at the time, owning a phone meant paying an expensive monthly fee. And so only the rich folks had one. So he couldn't afford to do that. So he ran down to a local business and asked to use their phone, but they said no. And then he ultimately was like, well, I'm just going to fucking come up with the idea to use a payphone. He dropped like a nickel in it. And then ultimately it was like a fucking $1, right? To call someone. And there you go.
1889. And they said it was like 6,000 phones across the city that have been ripped up since 2015. Yeah. Sheesh. I wonder if you could bid on it too. Get it put in your house, piece of artwork.
Well, my other question is going to be: is there a way? Like, okay, let's say you lose your cell phone. New York City, I have a feeling that the residents aren't exactly super stoked to be like, "Hey, I need to make a phone call. Can I borrow your phone?" I'm sure there's not going to be a lot of folks willing to hand the phone over to you so you could use it. So there was like this kind of public utility. It's a payphone. It's here. You drop 50 cents in it now. You catch some sort of communicable disease from the receiver, and then you get to make the communication you need to make. How do you do that now? Like, what's the service? Even if it's a charged service, how do you make a random communication like in public now without payphones?
Yeah, that's also like presumptuous that everyone has phones. There are homeless people that don't have phones that need to make an emergency call. The people whose phones die. To who? 911.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, also, I think homelesses can get phones from like different programs and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, because you see a lot of homeless with phones. Like now they might be Cricket Wireless or whatever, but it's a phone.
Okay.
It dials the emergency authorities, like
That's true. Any phone, by the way, will with a cell phone plan or not, will
also true.
Not one.
That's facts. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question, Mer. That's a good point. But I mean, I feel like somebody would cough up their phone if you were like dying or something. I mean, why would you ask a stranger? In what situation would you ask a stranger for their phone? You know what I mean?
I'd like to call your wife and be like, "Hey, sorry, I forgot my phone. I'm not gonna be able to give you a call today. So if you don't hear from me, I'm not dead. I didn't get pushed onto the subway tracks. I just want to let you know I'm gonna be home around 5:30, and this will be the last to hear from me today."
Yeah. Okay. But see, I guess then it begs the question: what the fuck are you doing out of the house for 8 hours? Are you going to work? Well, there's a phone at work, so call from work. You know what I mean? Like, are you just gallivanting the streets for fucking 8 hours without a phone?
I don't know. I mean, like, okay, for me, like, if I just went out, right, in Cecil County, and as soon as I'm not at the house, and no, I don't really have a phone I can use at work, actually. So if I'm just, like, out of the house, like, see you later.
There's no phone at work.
There is, but I'm not in a building all day. There's, like, a legit 6 hours where I'm not inside.
Okay, that's fair.
So, yeah.
That's fair.
But you also got to figure Hollywood may have a tough time because you're going to not only rid yourself of classic movie scenes like the one in Dumb and Dumber when the guy keeps telling him to get off the phone, he punches him through, or from Dirty Work. I think it's Dirty Work, or maybe, yeah. I just want to like rub your feet, and it's like, hey man, we need to use the phone. But and then also the Colin Farrell, Kiefer Sutherland classic phone booth. I mean, he's stuck in a phone booth for hours.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up, does it?
I mean, you have to explain to people what that was.
Well, you'd have to start explaining it to people. You could barely explain phones that look like phones anymore to people.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Yeah, times are a changing.
Yeah, that's actually, as a matter of fact, I think I had to kind of semi-explain what a prank phone call was to someone the other day.
What does that even mean? You don't. The whole concept?
Broke my heart. I did look up though. This is Money Talk News. 36 things. I don't want to go over them all, but 36 things that are soon to be obsolete. You want to hear some that's on the list?
Yeah.
Well, I don't give a shit. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you anyway. All right.
Okay. Well, good.
Shopping malls.
Oh well, they're already obsolete.
Yeah. Cash.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Are you arguing?
No. I'm saying shopping mall. No, I'm not arguing it. I'm arguing the opposite way. Like, what do you need a shopping mall for in this era?
Who made the sound? Was that Wes?
No.
Yeah, it was Wes.
Wasn't me.
Yeah.
No. I made when my Blizzard here.
Oh, okay. That was just okay, Murr. You're with me that I said that, and he was like, "Meh." Like, I still use malls regularly. Like, I was like, "Wait, what?"
I'd like to know one store that, like, what's one store, like an appliance store, maybe, like, because there's a lot of big stuff, like, that you may want to like peruse over before purchase. I guess that's it.
Best Buy though.
Yeah.
That's obsolete.
Like
All right. Cash.
Yeah, I mean they are. Cash.
I agree.
Probably.
Because if a shopping mall is obsolete, where are you going to spend the hard dollars? My niece's birthday is coming up, and I was like, what kind of gift card should I get her? I'm like, I got it, because I still got like $200 cash in my drawer because I was afraid of the COVID lockdown stuff. So I still have $200 in my drawer. I'm like, I'll just give her some cash. But I'm like, that's kind of fucked up, man, because there's nowhere that she's going to want to shop that you spend cash. She's going to want like Amazon or somewhere where you can order it online. You can't order online with cash. So your purchasing power is really fucked with cash now.
Yeah.
Or I could just put that shit in a bank and then use it.
Yeah, right.
And then use it on a card.
Assuming she has a bank account. But yeah, no. You just show her a receipt for a transaction, like a direct deposit to her account. Look at that. Uncle Andrew hooking it up. A couple of these, like, okay, payphones, calculators, because of the things. Oh, paper maps. Aren't they already?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been extinct for a while. Even GPS units are fucking pointless unless you're like a hiker and you got one in your pocket. But what's the point there when you got a cell phone?
Right. Print catalogs. This is a good one. Business cards.
Yeah, but no. They're trying, but they're not. It'll have it eventually, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Unless you have like an airdrop, unless they come up with like a universal airdrop, like we're like, oh, let me give you my card. And
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I have one. I have it's like a credit card, and I could just hold it up to any Apple or Android, and it'll pop my fucking contact information out. But no, because like business folk, people who network, me being one of them, we throw business cards around like fucking Skittles. They're just like pow, 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 and you collect them. Like I got a big old fucking mound of them, like this big. Just never know you can use them.
Parking meters.
No, I mean I guess if you're putting coins in them specifically, then yeah, sure, but they still use them.
Yeah, I think that's what it
now you just use your phone to pay for it.
Right.
Yeah. The hybrid version where you go up and you like swipe your card and you just throw the ticket on your dash. Like, I mean, it's still a parking meter, but yeah, the coin operated because cash is going away. I don't have any change anywhere anymore. You used to have that shit just for everything. I could dig through my car and find like $4 worth of change any day of the week, like 5 years ago. That shit's gone.
Shit, I throw coins in the trash.
Rolling money like that.
Get that shit out of my pocket.
House keys.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Okay. Manual transmissions in cars.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, not by choice though. I mean, that's the automakers. They're just like, people are dumb. They can't do this.
Yeah.
So we're not going to make them anymore.
Yeah. Great. Now you got to ask for them sometimes.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like jaded by the fact that my first car and 2 other cars since then have been manual. Then I kind of feel like, I don't know. They should always have that option for guys like myself who ultimately want to go back to like, yeah.
I mean, I think it's like a cool novelty, but I don't know. You're a grown up. Fucking just drive the car.
I enjoy driving in the stick.
I gotta be doing all this stupid shit. Just fucking drive the car. It's a fucking go from.
That's the whole thing is when you're shifting gears, you are driving the car. Otherwise, the car is almost driving you. You're just literally just pushing, slamming your foot.
Tesla. This fucking guy. You shut your mouth.
I know.
You shut that
because
fucking hot air hole.
If they're going to take away the last joy of driving I have, I might as well go completely technologically advanced instead of just half-assing it with a shitty transmission that's going to fucking crack after 5,000 fucking miles. Fucking automatic.
Not buying American. First of all,
Good point.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I've driven one. I'm just like, now I'm like, fuck that. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to use both feet to fucking drive. Now I'm not trying to do any of that shit. Fucking nope. Fucking let me just drive my car. I'll be good. Like a little fucking go-kart.
Let me
just steer this. Let me steer this death machine down the highway.
Yeah.
College textbooks because they're moving digital.
Good. I'm fucking racket.
Yeah, I know. That's what he's talking about. Good. Fuck those publication companies.
Fuck McGraw-Hill or whatever. They're fucking. Yeah.
Classroom chalkboards because it's all going.
No, they've been gone.
Yeah, digital or blackboard.
We see chalkboards in like Baltimore City.
Yeah. Mail collection boxes. Myrrh?
Yeah, they are taking them up day by day. People don't mail shit like they used to, believe it or not. And what they do mail is usually just Publishers Clearinghouse, and the person sending it out is in their fucking 70s or 80s, and they'll be dead soon anyway, and that will dry up as well.
I think of the mail like that old Hotmail account that you used to have that just collects all the porn and like the fucking just random email things that you signed up for in your youth. Yeah, that's the postal service today.
Number 14, Publishers Clearinghouse. Looks, no, I'm just kidding.
No, it's still alive and well.
In-person voting. Now that make the right wing go nuts.
Well, it should make everybody go nuts, but I don't understand. Yeah, it should. I mean, you should show. I don't know. I do feel like you should show up, and if they're not going to do in-person voting, I definitely don't think they should do mail-in voting. They should come up with a very utilize like the blockchain technology from Bitcoin and such, and you should be able to do it like from your computer or something along those lines. I'm either all for it or all against it, like one or the other, but none of this hybrid shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't if you're mailing in if you're not going to voting. It's always, I screw these up regularly in every show. Voting station. It's got to be more secure, like facial type recognition stuff. The webcam.
Weird.
What? What's so weird?
I don't know. It seems like that also seems like conservatives would not like it. It seems like a lot of the voting issues, conservatives just wouldn't like them. Like you're going to give Murr's going to give his fucking face to the federal government to vote.
Well, wasn't the whole deal like you shouldn't?
Yeah, no, the fuck he's not. You look at him. He was just like, oh.
Okay, then go in person.
Probably not.
Then go in person.
Yeah, so you can't get 300 million people to vote in a single day. So I don't know what the solution is, but there's got to be multiple variables here. Like it's a simple mathematics.
I'll say this, and I'll give you this about conservatives not wanting to put their face into the computer machine for the IRS to get, because I had to do that when I was doing my taxes, and I was freaking the fuck out the way they did it. But it seemed like a pretty secure server. I wouldn't personally do it. I'll go vote in person. But if that's the two options, you can give all of your personalized data to Uncle Sam and vote from your computer at home via your webcam, or you can go vote in person. I feel like that would be a bipartisan fucking thing, but you have to have an ID to vote in person.
It's fine. Mail everybody an ID.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Look at that.
It's very simple.
What'd you say, Alan?
Mail everybody an ID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or for those who don't have addresses, homeless people, whatever they may be, fucking make them very simple. Make it so I can go get an ID at my local post office or my local circuit court or my local police station. Well, never mind, because fuck that shit. But fucking yeah.
So it turns out you have a warrant, buddy.
a litany of places, fucking libraries, fucking wherever. it's for me, it's just access.
So if
You know what I mean?
if you, and you're just talking about an identification card, not a driver's license, but a state issued ID. And if you're homeless, do they just put the town that you sleep in? Like, for instance, Baltimore without a street address?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Or if you live in a shelter or, whatever,
I have no problem
maybe-
with that
maybe.
shit.
Or
Yeah.
maybe your address just becomes wherever you've been issued the ID. That way they can like almost like sorry to say this, but like if a dog goes stray, like whatever shelter that they were purchased or picked up from, that's where they're returned to, because they chip all the dogs at the shelters now. So if you don't register your little computer code inside the dog, if they get picked up and they get scanned, ba-doop, they get returned to that shelter.
Okay.
So there you go.
Now,
And we can chip the homeless. We're on to something.
let's just say they don't want to vote in person. Do these places then have the on the grid? Do they supply them with some sort of computer? Or is that just you're asking for too much?
Yeah. And I think this is another thing of like, why do we, we had a single day to vote when there was fucking, large cities of 5,000 people. Why can't we vote over the course of fucking like 2 or 3 days? It's not like, why does it have to be in this 8-hour fucking window? It's ridiculous.
Because then you have
sense.
people storm the Capitol when the results aren't instantaneous.
Yeah.
I think that might be part of it.
Yeah, well, I can't help fucking stupidity. That's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, there may be some like volunteer issues with that. You have small towns where you have to get, it takes all that they can muster to get people to volunteer.
Have you ever seen the people that fucking volunteer at voting places? They live for that fucking shit. They will gladly take a week off of whatever it is that they do with their boring fucking lives to find the excitement in volunteering for election or dealings or whatever you want to call them.
I would say this: if we're really going to like start compromising on civic duty, and you stretch out voting over the course of, what did you say, Alan? Let's say 3 days, 3 working days.
Yeah.
If I volunteer one of those days, I don't have to do jury duty.
Ooh, I like
Fucking
that.
like
For a whole year.
Whole
Or
year.
For 2 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck it, make it 2. I don't know, whatever.
My numbers out of the fucking
Gone.
jury duty
I would
pool.
do it. I would do that in a heartbeat.
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad solution. But Alan, I've got a solution for yours as well. One day for in-person voting. The results for all votes tallied do not get released until polls close, just as is. But if you want to vote early, you can't vote until midnight that Sunday night. So Sunday through all of Monday, through Tuesday till polls close, you can go online and cast your vote. That way, because there are, like the whole October surprise thing. Sometimes news stories rear their head at the last minute, and you might have want to change your vote. I feel like that gives people a long enough window. Those who are like, oh shit, I'm not going to get to the polling station. Click, 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 click. Go onto your local voting site. That takes you 5 minutes. If you want to go in person, you should plan ahead. I think that solves the issue. Then you can vote in one day, and we can get the results and move on with our pathetic lives.
I still think 1 day's tight. I mean, I think what you're saying is more like 2.5 days. But fucking you. And then if it's on a weekday, then it needs to be a national holiday. Everybody's off.
How long is absentee ballot voting valid prior to the election? A month or 3 weeks or something?
A couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, so when you say like it's 1 day, I mean, keep in mind there still is that option. Now, granted, it is a bit of a nuisance. You have to,
but absentee again is just filling out your ballot and dropping it off somewhere or mailing it in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I'm talking about physical. Like if we're going to use in person as we're trying to capture the majority of the voting populace and an in-person format, then you need to make it longer than fucking 24 hours because we don't use all 24 hours to vote. And fucking, you need to, if it's on a weekday, you need to it needs to be a national holiday. Everybody's got to have off.
Okay. I mean, you're not going to get too much kickback from that. I mean, we got Juneteenth coming up.
There shouldn't be any kickback.
No.
That's everyone's got a God-given fucking American right as a citizen, right to vote. So that I should be able to do it without fear of having to rush to pick up my child or fucking get out of work late or be at work too early, like whatever it may be. I should just be able to go fucking vote.
But who are you going to go back and brag to with the I voted sticker? Huh?
That's a good point.
You know?
Fucking nobody, because voting's not supposed to be this fucking cool thing. It's supposed to be your duty as an American citizen to not let chuckleheads in the fucking halls of the place that runs the country, which we have done successfully.
Back to back.
Yeah, on all sides, all chuckleheads, all of them.
I agree, though. Why not make voting day Monday instead of like, what is it? Is it
Tuesdays.
The first or second Tuesday in November? Like, you know, like, fine, make it the first or second Monday, and then shut that fucker down. Like, and think about that too, man. That'd be glorious, because then you'd have a 3-day weekend at the beginning of November, and then like a 4-day weekend at the end of November, and then everybody moves into the holiday season angry and ready to fight at the dinner table.
That's right.
Or just make it very fucking 4th of July. Make it a very proud patriotic holiday, not this like, well, in these states, we've got to keep these people from voting because we want to still fucking make people carry babies to term, even if they're gonna die. Like, you know what? We just need to. Everyone can vote. Everyone needs to be able to vote. That's the fucking rules. That's how they play. I don't know
about everybody.
Hey, look, it sucks that a lot of us don't deserve the right, but we have it, and everyone should have that opportunity to do so.
Over the course of 72 hours.
Or 48 or whatever. If we're going to limit in person is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're going to expand it to like online shit or whatever it may be, then sure, you can limit it to a day or fucking whatever. But even then, so getting 300 million people to do something in a 24-hour span, you could fucking barely get the three of us to
okay.
4-hour span.
My point on that will be, if they can't do it, if they can't figure out a way, then they may not deserve to have it done in the first place, especially if we're talking about computers having that ability as well. If we're talking about my plan, Sunday night midnight, you can put your vote online if you so choose to do that. If you can't work that out over a day and a half or show up in person, then you just don't get to do it. You didn't make an effort.
Think you able-bodied fucking regular white dude get to make that call. Like, I don't get to make that call. Like, I'm not in a wheelchair. I don't live in fucking rural Texas. Like, I don't experience all of these things that could potentially slow me the fuck down. So until those hurdles are fucking erased, this shit ain't gonna work. Everybody gets the chance to vote. Simple as that.
By the way, this article says it's going to be strictly like mail-in voting. That's what they're saying is going to happen.
Well, mail-in voting is extremely secure pretty much everywhere on the planet. Fucking now, is the United States capable of handling that? Probably not.
I mean, is the basic argument that I can't be certain that you're the person that's checking the name of the person that you're voting for?
The basic argument that
Yeah, and the election boards, because they're paid nothing and they don't care about their jobs because they're government workers as well, they don't erase people when they okay, I can tell you this. If someone moves, they don't call the election board and like, hey, listen, Charlie, we're moving to North Carolina. So an extra ballot will get sent to that house for someone else anonymously, even though that person doesn't live there anymore. And if that person that lives there is not an honest Joe, they have nothing stopping them from filling that fucker out and putting it back into their prepaid stamped envelope to send back to the election board as if they were there.
Right.
So that's the problem.
And I'm assuming the paper trail is not going to go that deep to say, there's not going to be a red flag thrown up to say, hey, Joe and John Smith don't live in this state anymore. This ballot is chuckable. There you go. Just throw it into the. Okay. Well, yeah, makes sense. God damn it.
And, well, weird things happens when you let 50 different fucking states do 50 different things with their elections.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah. All right. Plastic shopping bags and plastic single-use straws.
Oh, we're on this still?
Yeah. I got a few more to go through.
Okay.
Car keys.
I like a good car key, though, man. I get freaked the fuck out like when they just have the key fob. So I'm like, whoa, what happens when this battery dies? Is there iridium in here?
I have a key fob, but there's a key inside of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
It's
my mom My mom lost her car keys. She has a Honda. She lost her car keys, but the car would still start when she got in it. So she's like, well, they got to be in the car somewhere. So the car, she couldn't lock the doors. She couldn't do shit, but she could still drive the car. Basically, anybody could drive that car. She had dropped them in the trunk somewhere, and she couldn't find them.
Like, yeah,
so
they're
for about
in there.
Yeah. So for like 2 months, she had access to the car, but so did everybody else in the world. So, if she lost those keys and she had an actual hard copy key, she could at least, lock the door.
So every time she went to grocery store, Denny's, Walmart, always left the doors unlocked?
She had no choice.
Jesus.
She didn't know where those $400 fucking keys are. That's the other problem, too, is if you lose one of those keys, like you got to chop a pinky off and tattoo the VIN number on it and send it to the fucking dealer.
Christ.
Yeah, they are expensive.
This is a good one. Checks.
I don't know what the point of a check is anymore.
Yeah, I was having that discussion the other day, actually.
It's weird.
Then again,
I had to write a check not too terribly long ago, and I was glad I had them. They're timeless. There's no lifespan on them. There's no, unless you switch banks.
I will say the only thing I do like about a check, okay, like I get fuel oil, and especially in the winter, I got to fill up like 3 to 4 times, like in the season, and I just leave a blank check on the door, filled out to whom it's for, and sign my name, and then I put it in a little plastic baggie, and the very honest oil pump guy just fills out the dollar amount when he's done pumping, so that's convenient. But beyond that, I just type that long ass number into a fucking computer screen and we're done.
You don't like mail-in voting, but you leave blank checks for your oil guy.
Yeah, well, they would be a receipt. So I'm just like, oh, this checks out, and we're done.
Gotcha. I mean, it'd be weird if they completely do away with them. It won't be weird if you won't have to write a check, but once or twice anymore in your lifetime from here on out. But I still think that. There's times, I don't know, if you lose your debit card, you can create a check for cash and take that to your bank.
Yeah, but then you get another obsolete fucking piece of paper in your pocket, $100 bill, $100 bill that you can't use anywhere. It's just too big.
Yeah, right. Desktop computers, perhaps.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, eventually, but yeah, they still have their uses.
Cursive, which I think they stopped teaching in most places.
Pretty much dead. Yeah.
Here's a good one: remote controls.
Replaced by what though?
Yeah,
just your phone,
maybe.
Let's see. It looks like Cumberstone.
I guess so, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't actually give an alternative.
By
now, but cable and smart TVs and streaming media offer smartphone apps that can do everything from changing the channel to turning the captions and cranking up the volume. Just saying your fucking phone.
Yeah, no, I have that option on my phone, but it's not there yet. It's just like all the little features, they're just not there yet.
Okay. Fax machines.
Yeah, that's a pointless item.
Yeah, that's silly. Plus, you can get like those fucking electronic fax numbers. Like my desk phone, you can fax it, and it'll just dump it into my email. You know what I mean? Yeah. So no,
okay,
those are done.
We mentioned these in part earlier. GPS devices. Well, we didn't mention this. Portable music players. Again, phone.
Yeah.
Sharing school photos.
What?
Grandma got the little pocket size or 8x10 school photos. Today's parents may have fond memories of their day and their school photo package arrived. Each package is usually loaded with tradable wallet-sized images, and once Grandma got her 8x10, the rest could be swapped with friends. But head to any elementary school, the day the school photos arrive nowadays is just not the same. Kids have grown up with smartphones, cameras being thrust in their face, and don't have the same love for trading formally posed photos.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I feel like pictures they're not as valuable as they used to be. I've got like 1,000 pictures, literally. I'm not kidding. Like over 1,000 pictures in my phone, and most of them are from the boy when he was the first year of his life. Like you can scroll through and it's like you can watch him age if you just go through my
It's like
pictures.
a flip book of William's life.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're just not as valuable. Like I go back and I see the pictures from like when I was a kid, like this is the only, like, you know, once you got to be like 7 or 8, like this is the only picture of me for that year. 1988. This is my only photo that exists of me.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're just more commonplace.
Look, it's me holding up the phone of a fax machine,
Like
talking into it.
you held up a box and then you clicked it, and then you held on to it for a couple days until you got to the fucking local Walmart or like your fucking specific drive-through Kodak shack that you could go drop your film off to, then come back a couple days later and be like, oh, I took a picture of my fat ass thumb. Like that doesn't exist anymore. You could just be like, click, oh God, I look like fucking death. Let's take another one. Like, so he's right. Pictures are useless now. They're fucking like they're not mementos. They're just fucking a thing that we use to get likes.
Actually, I there was a disposable one that was around my house. Remember how they had had like the timer on it, showed you how many more photos you had. You could get, I think like 35 was pretty standard, but you could spend more money and get like 50. I don't remember. I was going to New York City for a class trip. There was about 20 photos left on one. Hey, can I take this? Yeah, and it was one. I don't know if it was user error or Kodak / whatever fucking company that made these things error, where it got wound up, and every photo that I took, Statue of Liberty, the Twin Towers is before 9/11, Ellis Island, 20 photos, wasn't very many, always had like this like faint image of cats from our house because my mom went around and took photos of our cats. So it's like the Twin Towers with our fave tabby cat, Ernie, like, woo, superimposed over the Twin
Climbing the tower.
Yeah. God.
No, it got spun around. It broke, and you ended up double.
Double exposure. Yeah.
Yep.
Print magazines. I think that's going to stick around a little bit longer than you think, in my opinion. Alarm clock.
You know what the number one?
What's up?
You know what the number one magazine in the country is now?
Ooh. No.
Game Informer.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Is that like a gaming magazine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to get Game Informers back in the day.
Yeah. Alarm clocks, phones. Yeah. Again. Headphones with cords, Bluetooth.
Yep.
Hotel room keys.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the same as
credit card
like electric locks. Like,
Yeah.
but they're starting to go to like even like your home electric locks, like where you can tap your phone to it and shit.
Right. Land phone lines.
They're fucking like done.
I haven't had one in my house in ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because what's the point? Because I think the reason people stopped using them too. One is you didn't need it in the bundle. I love how they tried to sweeten the bundle. Like, we're gonna give you cable, we're gonna give you internet, and then we're gonna set you up with a landline. Like, yeah, can I just get the cable and the internet? What about the landline? And we're gonna sell your phone number to fucking the last telemarketer.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about that was I used to unplug mine, but in the triple play, I used to unplug mine and give that number to people that like I just didn't want to hear it from, like, you know, it's like my credit card company. Yeah, this is my emergency and my only contact, my landline. CDs, which is wild because I actually just burned some for my buddy the other day. Paper receipts, which is probably a good thing. Reduce,
Did you
reuse.
burn CDs for your buddy back in 2004? What the fuck?
No.
Who are you hanging out with that was like, hey, burn me that?
Like a week ago, actually.
But wait, okay, hold on though. I do have this. 'Cause I was getting ready to stick up for you because like I was just like, well, yeah, but you could use the CD as a storage device to then upload it onto a computer to put on your phone. Why wouldn't you just put it on like a flash drive?
Okay. All right. Here's the deal. It's my buddy and his oldest son. Okay. And somehow, probably like 6 or 7 years ago, he got a hold of a CD that he didn't have anything in his car. Car was relatively new, and we were going on a little mini road trip, hour and a half. He's like, "Hey, you got anything?" And I went into my CD case that I had in my car, and I pulled out like a Wes's Hot Mix, like a Wes's Fire Mix. And it's been it's hopped from car to car since. He recently told me that his oldest son, who's like 12 or 13, enjoys it. It's underground hip hop music mostly. So I was like, oh, I was flattered that he took a liking to the underground rap game that I like. So I figured pay it back. So I burned him some CDs for more enjoyable car rides as he drops them off at school.
And that 12 to 13-year-old was like, "What the fuck is this? What do I do with this? How do I hear the music that's supposedly on it?" Like,
do I hold it up to the sun and wait for the files to download?
What do I do? I don't understand. Like my computer, my PC doesn't even have a fucking disk drive because it's 2022. Like, that's just.
It's all for the car rides, okay? It's in their car, and for the.
And do cars still have CD players?
Yeah.
I don't even know if mine has one.
This one does.
Mine does, unfortunately.
Mine does too. Yeah. The rest are basically obsolete papers, paper receipts, movies on DVD, paper bills, paper airplane tickets, and movie tickets at theaters. So there you have it, obsolete, along with New York City payphones, gone. Thing of the past. So, brings us to a segment called, well, I asked you guys if you wanted to do Is That Racist? But we'll stick with Friend or Foe. Friend or Foe?
Well, I was going to combine the two
Boom!
as I read
All right.
a news story to you and see if you agree or disagree. It's Friend or Foe with a slight twist. Is it racist? Now, Javon Kinlaw, were you guys aware of Javon Kinlaw? I know you guys are a little bit heavier into the sports game than I am.
No, he only played 4 games last year with the 49ers. By the way, if you want me to play bits of this clip, I can, just for,
Sure, I'll dissect this, and then you go right into the old clip there. So Javon Kinlaw went off on a reporter telling him that he has a little dick and shriveled up balls. Quote, "My nuts is bigger than yours." Possibly the funniest thing ever said by an athlete to a reporter. Kinlaw joined 49ers reporter Grant Cohn on a talk show after Cohn described an interaction at the team's OTAs this week in which Kinlaw confronted him and then knocked the hat off of his head and later called him a bitch, among other names. There's obviously a reason things like this don't happen more often because usually in professional sports buildings, they have talks with the athletes about how they should act around reporters. If you're not aware of Kinlaw, he appeared in just 4 games last year and has 1.5 sacks over 2 NFL seasons. So the friend or foe is this. Are dick jokes still relevant? Friend or foe? And then on top of that, is it racist to continue to make fun of white people for having little dicks?
Do you want me to play this first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're going to share a screen here.
Put some respect on my name, brother. I'm a man just like you. My nuts is bigger than yours, brother.
I asked you what I said about you.
My balls is bigger than yours, brother. Put some respect on my name.
All right, Javon.
Put some respect on my name, brother. Stop talking about me like I'm an animal or something, brother.
What did I say about you?
Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about none of that. You already know.
Javon, if you're gonna come on my channel,
you want to try to bring me hardcore facts, bro.
Javon, you're gonna come on my channel and tell me what to say and what not to say. You should have some. You should have some posts. What I say about
bro? Nobody fucks with that. Nobody fucks with you. You don't even understand that. Nobody fucks with you, brother. You need to go find a new job. Nobody fucks with you.
What does that mean?
What you mean? What it mean? Nobody fucks with you.
Are you sure?
Nobody fucks with you, fam. And the only reason I'm getting on here stooping to your level this low is because I feel like it got to be done. Somebody got to do it, and it's going to be me. Somebody got to press you, fam. You like to come on here and try to bully people on the internet. But when I press up on you in fucking person, you fucking shaking like a cow with voice lighter than my fucking baby, fam. What's up with that?
I'm scared of you, Javon?
What's up with that, fam?
You think I'm scared of you, Javon?
Damn, I don't give a fuck if you are or not. All I know is when I walked up on you, your fucking body temperature was fucking cold as ice. Straight
check
bitch.
my body temperature?
Straight bitch. Your fucking balls shriveled up. Little dick nigga.
Hey, Javon,
Stop
do you think
playing with me, bro?
Javon,
Bro,
do you think you're representing the 49ers well right now?
With me on this internet, bro.
Javon, do you think
All right, I think you get the point there.
That's funny.
This just in, Javon Kinlaw cut by the San Francisco 49ers.
Was he? I mean, probably.
No, I just like after that debacle though, like what are you gonna do with the guy? I mean, okay. I don't even know how to.
So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with friend or foe. Okay. I'm gonna say friend. I think dick jokes amongst men is always going to be acceptable. Maybe if that gets phased out in this counterculture, hopefully it's by the time I'm in my latter years and my nuts are like draped down to my knees. Now, the one thing I did have to ask about this is that he did let him know and informed him that his nuts were bigger than his. Now, in the man like comparison genitalia game, I didn't. When was it like, hey, my balls are bigger than yours? I always thought it was like a shaft related thing. Like my dick is bigger and longer and girthier than yours. I didn't ever realize like, hey, I got bigger testicles than you. Like, oh,
yeah,
word, okay, that's great, man. You got big nuts.
Yeah, I think
unless he's talking in metaphors.
Well, no, I think more so like, human society has taken to valuing the dick size, like just like the shaft and head, specifically over ball size. But if we look at like baboons, let's say in nature, it's really about ball size and the vibrantness of the blue hue of said balls. So I think he's onto something. Fuck you and your dick, sir. I've got balls that a female wild animal would want to mate with. My balls are huge. They're full of ripe semen. Look at me.
Now I'll say this. I think the little dick comparisons is you with the opposite sex. Like you're a bitch when it comes to the ladies because you're a little dick motherfucker.
Yeah,
now when it comes to man versus man, like you're a bitch because you got no balls. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like when you're insulting a man on his intestinal fortitude, you go after the sack. Now when you insult a man based on his sexuality, you go after this cock. And so I think that's the comparison there. Now
that's good.
I will say this. I'm going to info with the dick jokes because though I agree with your logic about hoping that dick jokes never go away, it's one of those deals where in the 1980s, you might cut a man in the street for telling a yo mama joke. Now we all just laugh and chuckle because we know how silly and stupid it is. Whereas I think dick jokes have overtaken the yo mama jokes. Like, your dick's so small, blah, 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 blah. It's not even an insult anymore. It's just it's a cheap punchline. It's a cheap setup to a joke. So it's not even insulting anymore. It's like, I remember even being a kid and Steve White was trying to make fun of me. And he told me that my mom worked at the dick farm and she was the best dick harvester there ever was. She's got a bag. She got a sack full of cocks that she takes home with her every night. And I just remember laughing, and then he punched me because I was laughing at his dick joke that he had worked so hard on to really get a rise out of me. But the only rise that I was getting was in the big bag of dicks that my mom was slinging back to the house because it was hilarious.
That's fair. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one now because I like Murr's logic here. Dick jokes are a little overplayed, but I think it like Wes said in the small man subgroups, while you're out with your golf foursome, dick jokes. It's probably fine. I think that's good. But I think we underestimate the ball joke. I'm a real friend of the ball joke. Yeah, that's I think we got to work that into the fucking lexicon a little bit more. Lots of shaming other dudes about their ball size if you want to demoralize them.
Yeah,
agreed.
Certainly. I mean, yeah, I can now see why that would be categorized as a bit of a low blow. It's weird, I guess. Maybe I'm not separating the sexuality and the male female complexity of like a conversation in this man to man in this context.
Here, I got it for you, bro.
Okay,
I got it for you. Remember Major League 2?
I do. Yeah, Rube Baker
with the Asian guy.
Sure,
the Asian guy's name.
You have no marbles.
Yeah, so fucking Serrano, what was it? So fake Serrano, or fucking used to fucking fuck with them or whatever. I can't even remember, the movie was so fucking bad. But that was the whole thing. He was like, "You ain't got no marbles," and he had marbles when he hit that fucking thing. So I think that's what you got to use. You got to keep that in the back of your mind when you're thinking of ball jokes.
Okay,
I mean, like, look, would you say? Would you tell that person he has no marbles? And if so, then that means he's got low balls. You got bigger balls than him.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Maybe he was just so blunt. I had never heard it in that context. It just seemed like, "Hey, man, your nuts are small. Mine are bigger than yours." I was like, "Oh, well, wow, that's
grapefruits.
Interesting."
Got plums.
So, and now is the question? Is that racist?
Yeah, is it racist to then go after a white man for having small genitalia, especially given the stereotype of a black man having large genitalia? Is it racist to assume that all white men have tiny penises by comparison?
I think in this context, no, because I think anybody and no matter the ethnicity of the person, the interviewer, that guy was going to tell them they had small testicles.
Okay. That's fair.
I guess the question is, are we talking about our small dick jokes racist or our small ball jokes racist?
I'm going to go with dick jokes because I don't think ball size is necessarily synonymous with dick size.
Well, we'll go back to our study that we referenced a couple of weeks ago, that those stereotypes don't really hold up. So if we're just blindly being like stereotypes, then yeah, it's probably a slight bit racist towards white people, being like, "Ha, tiny dicks." But we know from empirical data that that's not actually true. It's actually fucking like Bolivians or whatever with big dicks. So
yeah, but empirical data is kind of racist because that's like a white man argument that we'd automatically have to make. Well, empirical evidence says otherwise, sir.
Touche.
And it's a small ball, and it's a small ball retort.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah, and then there wasn't any empirical data on testicle size either. You know what I mean? There wasn't like a circumference, filled, not filled, droopy, not droopy.
Long ass balls.
Yeah, long balls.
Yeah.
Semi-descended, descended, fully descended, undescended. I mean, there's still a lot to be unhashed.
A lot of ball variables.
Yeah,
take into account.
It's a rolling ball scale.
Yeah.
Is
it hot? Is it cold?
Yeah. So, Murr, is it racist?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it's childish, which doesn't qualify as racist. Okay. So I'm going to say no, it's not racist.
That's fair. But so fun fact, apparently the guy who was cussing out is like a total D-bag. And even Pat McAfee was like, "I don't know how that guy is a credentialed reporter."
Grant Cohn.
Yeah. Apparently he's just a big old like troll dickhead and bothers professional athletes.
I was going to say okay, Mr. Kinlaw, when he repeated himself about 5 times, he said, "Nobody fucks with you." And then he said, "What does that mean?" And it's like, okay, I'm not even tapped into popular culture all that much. And this guy's job, I guess, apparently, is to be some sort of fucking beat reporter, somewhat self-annoyed beat reporter for the San Francisco 49ers. So I'm assuming you're on the team. I knew what that meant immediately. And he said it 3 times. He was like, "What does that even mean?" He's like, "What the fuck do you mean it means? It means what it means. Nobody fucks with you."
It's like you walk in and everybody's like, fucking guy. I don't want to talk to that fucking guy.
He tried to play dumb on something that's not even like
McAfee's quote is, "Honestly, I have no idea how Cohen is credentialed by the 49ers. He's not a reporter. He's just a guy who constantly trolls and goes after players. How is a guy like that allowed in the locker room? Both the Niners and the league have to answer for that."
Definitely sounds like someone with small balls. I'll tell you that.
Right? Sounds like small ball Larry.
Yeah.
Well, as far as like a reporter goes, I'm gonna defend Mr. Cohen here for just a second here. Nobody fucks with you. Okay, does that mean like nobody's like friends with you in the locker room, or does it mean, because I mean obviously he's asking people questions and he's getting answers and he's employed, so they're fucking with him to a point. You know what I mean? Like he's asking questions, he's getting answers, he's posting shit. Does it just means like nobody's friends with you? Like, is what Kinlaw saying is just like nobody likes you? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, as our single brown guy, in urban speak, it's like, yeah, nobody likes you. Like nobody fucks with you. Like nobody wants you around here. Get out. Like, but it is what it is. He gets to fucking the Niners in the league, let him come in and ask questions.
Yeah.
So, and you got to keep in mind, like, remember, you can't just be turning down reporters, or else you get in trouble from the league and shit.
Right. And then he also said he took it upon himself to let him know that nobody fucks with him. That he's got a small ball, small shriveled up testicles. That his were bigger, and that he
I think
said
the main thing was that he was like, I walked up to you, sir, and you were like, I'm a bitch. And like he said that, and like the guy didn't refute it. Really, he was like, "You think I'm scared of you?" He was like, "I mean, you don't have to be scared of me, sir. I'm a professional athlete, and you're a reporter. I'll kill you."
Mm-hmm. I was on the reporter's side slightly up until the point where he said, "He's like, your body temperature was cold." He's like, "Oh, you took my body temperature."
Like, look, there's even that response is of someone you just like, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah. At that point, the tables had turned, and no, I wouldn't fuck with him either.
Nobody fucks with you. Well, on that note, it's time for Fun Fact Friday.
That's right, my friends. Time to fill your brains with some useless knowledge. It's officially time for Fun Fact Friday, brought to you, of course, by the Shin Splints Recovery Group. In fact, I saw a man from Syria was asking several questions about his ongoing shin splints on the Shin Splints Recovery Group. So if you're an international asshole with ridiculous questions about a ridiculous medical condition, find the Shin Splints Recovery Group on Facebook. Let's get to it. OMG facts. Let's start with this. Did you know in 1885, the world's first skyscraper was built in Chicago?
What was it?
I've probably heard that before.
It was the Home Insurance Building in Chicago.
85. I wonder if they built it in anticipation for the World's Fair.
Probably.
I don't know, but could you imagine like being at the top of a skyscraper in 1885? Like if you got in the time machine and you went to Chicago, like, oh, you want to go in the world's tallest building? Like, I think I'm good. We can go all the way to the top. Yeah, what's it made of? Oh, wood and timber. Like, no.
How do we get up there? Oh, an elevator, of course. It was invented about 2 or 3 years ago. Super safe. Yeah. Only 10 people have died in the last year.
Yeah, no, I think about how far we've come with... I don't know, though. When do you think when do you think buildings were the safest? Like, as far as construction materials? Because if you look at, like, 2x4s from, like, 40 years ago, they're 10 times stronger than what you go down to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy now. All the ones you see now are, like, fucking twisted and bent, and you got to fucking, like, water them down and warp them back to straight. Like, the 1980s?
Wait, are you talking about, like, year? Building security and safeness of, like, of skyscrapers? Yes. Or just buildings in general?
Yeah, like, I'm talking about when the building materials. I'm talking about when the building materials were as solid as they were ever going to be. Because now it's like eventually you perfect the art of erecting something, and then you start skimping, right? You start cutting corners on the quality of things. You start shaving iron down. You start to we can do it with this, or we can save about 100,000 rivets if we do it like this.
I mean, yeah, but not too terribly long ago, they built that like 2,300 foot fucker in the UAE, in United Arab Emirates, excuse me. And I think it's like, but it's BURJ something or other.
Yeah, it's the Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa, yeah. I mean, and that thing is super safe, super sound.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess what you're saying, that's that whole like old American exceptionalism. Like, remember when wood was wood and cars were steel and fucking, that all that kind of shit. Like, yeah, but buildings are safer now. That's it. That's all there is to it. Like,
but for every one of those, though, there's like that building in San Francisco that they had to condemn after it's like 5 years old, a 5-year-old apartment building, and it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, like
Well, apartment buildings, fucking trash. Absolutely. So, let me backtrack. If you build buildings for like office space and to like show off and do stuff, really nice, really safe, fantastic. If you're building like bazooto apartment buildings, trash. Fucking like any building where you're cramming like 600 fucking families into it, absolute garbage. Fucking piece of shit.
Okay. Fair enough.
Back when wood was
We care
wood.
about people's living conditions. We care about where they go to make rich people more money.
I'm going to try to squeeze back when wood was wood into a conversation this week. I'm determined. I got a long fucking Memorial Day weekend ahead of me. It's coming.
Back when wood was wood.
Back when wood was wood, man.
Dude, he ain't wrong, man. He ain't wrong. The 2x4s aren't even 2x4. At one time, the 2x4 was 2 inches by 4 inches. Now, a 2x4 is like 1 3/4 inches by like 3.5. Like, you can't even fucking measure anymore. They're fucking skimping on that shit, too. God, miss when wood was wood. Did you know? Ice on the back of the neck can sometimes stop or slow a nosebleed.
I heard about like a headache, but no nosebleed, huh?
Yeah, I never heard the nosebleed one.
I think I had one once, like I got hit like square in the nose with a soccer ball, like that George Reynolds decided to line us all up in the wall and then have his link arms and then it was an exercise in fear, and then he would just shoot one like either right at your balls or right at your face, and then of course you couldn't break arms, and then you would I don't know how that was supposed to be a lesson because it hurt, and then you just became afraid of the ball.
Back when soccer players were soccer players.
you just say you're getting hit with a soccer ball face made you afraid of a soccer ball?
But Alan, mind you, this was the head coach.
I get it, but it's a soccer ball.
I know. Well, if you get hit right square in the mush by a guy who's in his 40s but still is in shape as he was when he was in his 20s, and then he rifles one from 10 yards out and hits you square in the fucking nose sucker, just boom. Like, I don't know. His point was like, don't be afraid of the ball. A ball just exploded my nose. How would you like me to operate moving forward now? Without fear?
Without fear, because it didn't kill you. You're fine.
Except now there's a pile of...
You may have trouble smelling for the next year and a half.
It's like little kids fucking, like little kids in baseball. You just got to hit a little kid with a baseball. See? You're fine. Fuck it.
Yeah, but when you do that, you don't get Mark McGuire to fucking do infield practice with no...
Well, you have never been coached by me, sir. So that's the way to get fucking rid of it, man. Just fucking... Nobody's going to hit it probably harder. You know what I mean? You're not going to be in a situation where you're good. You're good. You're fine. Also, turn your fucking face out of the way, dummy.
Well, no, he had him lock arms. He had like the wall.
He had a
fucking head down, forehead. It's like when somebody throws a fucking punch at your face, forehead.
Unlike my eyesight after the fact, hindsight is 20/20. And yeah, if you could have gotten out of the way, you'd have gotten out of the way. I also took a nut shot that way, by the way.
Yeah,
and everybody thought it was
that's a little rougher. Yeah, that's rude.
But yes, he grabbed the nice pack and put it on the back of my neck, and it didn't do a goddamn thing. But I think the point is that your main arteries and like your aorta and your carotid artery are right there. So if you can cool them down, you can slow the blood flow ever so slightly, or not, allegedly.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes some logical sense, but not really.
Did you know?
Get those frozen peas in your neck. Sorry.
Yeah.
The most germ-laden place on your toilet isn't the seat or even the bowl. It's the handle. Yeah,
everybody knows that. Come on.
Dude, your grimy ass hands are touching.
Yeah, after dirty hands.
After you done wiped your ass.
I would assume it's like the bottom of the seat. That's where I would assume, because then you get like as the day wears on, maybe like some of the moisture from the toilet starts to kind of seep up in vapor form, and there's like shit particles in there. I mean, I guess you wipe your ass, you flush the toilet. It's 1-to-1. Mm-hmm. It just seems like the other parts of the toilet would be pretty goddamn dirty too.
I think, and it just depends on how that's measured. Is it like different types of bacteria that are on something? It's always going to be wherever your hand has been. Like, yeah, sure, the under part of the seat's covered with fucking E. coli particles because it's just poop. But that's just that. It's fine. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I think the barometer here is that they were like, all right, let's swab it and see how much shit's on there, and anything that touches your hand is going to win.
Fair. But shit literally comes right out your asshole.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, there's shit on the handle too, man. So there's shit everywhere.
Yeah, and if you don't close the lid when you flush the toilet, that shit goes everywhere. Toothbrush.
Yeah, I remember. I think what was that a what was that show that everybody loved where they tested out whether something was bullshit or not?
Mythbusters?
Yes. Was that a Mythbusters episode?
You asking me?
Yeah, fucking asking you.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I just know that they put they did like a black light and they put some sort of luminescent fucking fluid in the toilet and they flushed it and they turned the lights off and then you just see like I mean you wouldn't believe just like the amount of just fucking diarrhea vomit that fucking just shot into the air all over toothbrushes, everything.
Yeah. Are you sure it's not Everyone Loves Raymond?
Might have come on right after. Maybe that's where the confusion is. Did you know Australia is the only continent without an active volcano?
Wow.
Wait, what continent?
Australia.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
The place where everything else kills you, the ground won't.
Well, it makes perfect sense because it's a big old island out by itself.
No, Antarctica's a big old island out by itself.
So is Hawaii.
But it's two different plates, and Hawaii is literally fucking underwater volcanoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's volcanoes in Alaska, and Washington. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
and
tectonic plate.
Greenland.
Yeah, these are all fault areas, guys, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
I know, but you said Australia. Well, it's an island by itself, but
yeah.
so I mean,
but there's no. Yeah, well, that's fair. But there's no plate action out there. It's just fucking sitting out there, moving.
We should move out there then. I can deal with the iguanas and the snakes and lizards.
Spider species that I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, too many middle class people.
Yeah. Nah,
actually,
it just doesn't sound that fun.
That's the thing. There's not too much lower or upper class. A lot of middle class.
And I also like if I go golfing and run into a fucking kangaroo, like I'm gonna be mad as shit. I'm not fighting a fucking kangaroo. We discussed this.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that does like attract me to Australia is like I think like every third person owns like their own personal helicopter, and I was watching some show. And some guy's like, yeah, mate, I'll fly it right on out to you. And he flies out. He's like shirtless. He's wearing a pair of jeans and flip flops. And I'm just like, this guy's got a fucking pilot's license. This guy just took one of the most sophisticated fucking pieces of air flying machinery that we have in existence. It's just like, yeah, mate, I'll be right there with a case of beer. All right, mate, I'll see you tomorrow. What the fuck is that?
Not that I want to undervalue helicopters, but I don't think they're as advanced as you think they are.
Yeah, probably not, but they feel advanced because I've never been in one. Yeah, actually, ever.
They feel advanced because if it crashes, you're dead, and you can't. There's no recovery. Like 747 starts getting squirrely, you can start flipping some switches and pulling some things, and then you're like, oh, all right, well we're good now. Helicopter, nope, you're finished.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's no way. Like you just die.
It's just dead. You're dead. That's it.
Yeah, well, and I mean, yeah. I was gonna tie it back into the volcano thing. I couldn't think of anything quickly enough. Unless you crash into a volcano, like that movie with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, classic. They're making a 2. Kenny Loggins is doing the album for it.
Joe in the volcano. Is that what you're talking about?
That's right.
Wow.
Did you know Harry Truman was the last president to lack a college degree?
Damn. No military either?
Truman? I don't think Truman was a military guy.
I don't think he was.
I'm looking that up right now.
He was just kind of a regular dude.
Who was the president?
And he was like, I'm going to drop a bomb on Japan. Maybe 2. Maybe two. I'll see how we feel.
Chris, he was a judge in Missouri.
He was in the National Guard.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, a far cry from the Merchant Marine, but we'll give him the Air National Guard. That's fine. You're right. Yeah, he did have. Here's another.
World War One. Okay.
Yeah. So my whole thing about him not being military was bullshit. The S as his middle name stands for nothing. It's just the initial.
Yeah, I did know that.
Okay.
Wow. Why? Okay, like, was that just for politics? Did he like threw it in there just so?
No, his parents did that.
Really?
Yeah, that's his government name.
Yeah.
And they went with S, with the first name is Harry.
Yeah, they're like, yep, here, not even Harold. Harry S. Truman.
Harry S. Truman. Named after his uncle Harrison.
Yeah, I wish college wasn't. I wish we didn't go through this phase where college was a prerequisite for everything, because I feel like it does disqualify a lot of intelligent people from holding down like positions of leadership and power that would probably be really well suited for it.
It does. I think you're going to start to get a little bit of a paradigm shift here in the next like 20 years on that, though. I'm not saying that presidents are going to be, not college educated people, but I don't know, man. The YouTube world is teaching people that they can just fucking like, here I can look at the tutorial online and figure out what I need to do and create a business like this.
Yeah, I mean, education's totally different with the internet.
I'm thinking of the most successful people of our generation, like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Musk. All these guys, they're all college dropouts. Like, they didn't get a degree. They just are like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I'll move on.
And they all could run for public office and probably win just off of money alone and advertising.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know about that crew. I mean, Jobs gonna have a tough time, that's for sure.
It's tough.
Bezos not very personable. Let's see.
Withstanding people who are alive, motherfucker. All right, it wasn't Steve Jobs would pull a Joe Biden and run while he's dead. All right.
Let's see. Gates basically just got a divorce because of Epstein Island, and Elon would maybe have a chance, but it would be a very Trumptonian chance, and would not be a very solid fit for anybody moving forward.
I also feel like he'd be easily defeatable by like whoever the opposing party.
You saying Musk?
Yeah.
Now is he American citizen?
No. Well, I think he might be a citizen, but he's not born here.
Well, you just have to have your citizenship.
No, pretty sure you're natural born.
To what? Be president or be House of Rep? You can be.
First of all, we're talking about the presidency, not the fucking House. So
all or nothing, man.
Yeah.
Musk could be like senator from Texas now if he wanted, but I don't. But you don't do anything half-assed, man. Come on, it's all or nothing.
Is that the only? Okay. Is that the only reason? Is that the only reason Schwarzenegger didn't run for president after he was governor of California?
Yes, because he could not. That's probably the main reason.
Yeah, senators have to be naturalized for 9 years before they can take office. So if you're foreign, you have to be. But no, president absolutely have to be fucking natural born.
Gotcha.
Constitutional. And you know how we love that piece of paper from way back when.
Seems a bit biased if you ask me.
Does it?
No, I'm just kidding. Folks, on this episode of Before You Go, nobody pays tribute to deceased celebrities, socialites, politicians, and just all around good people like we do here at the Middle Classholes. And today, unfortunately, we found out about the tragic passing of Ray Liotta, 67 years young, fell asleep in the Dominican Republic while filming. I didn't catch the name of the movie. He was on set, and didn't wake up. And I don't know. I think if you're going to go, that's not a bad way to go. You fall asleep, you don't wake up. But man, listen, Goodfellas is a top 5 movie of mine all time. There's a handful of other flicks that he was really good in. What was this, like? I think it was Hannibal with Anthony Hopkins. You know, the whole Lecter spiel. He did also star in this great movie. It's called Heartbreakers, and you get to see a really good shot of Jennifer Love Hewitt's hindquarters in that movie.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good film. It's actually, I mean, it's mediocre at best.
It's a terrible film, but yeah. Sigourney Weaver is trying to seduce a fucking cancer-ridden, smoking Gene Hackman, and Jennifer Love Hewitt is trying to seduce Ray Liotta. Yeah.
Yes,
but Liotta. I didn't even realize. It didn't even say. There was some speculation on a chat that I had this morning that he was a longtime smoker. Not sure if he had any real like residual health problems or something like that, but I don't know, man. It sucks. It's a bummer. It's another one.
Yeah, that's what I initially thought too. Is like I thought he had like throat cancer, or like I don't know. I just assumed something from smoking.
Well, he was doing those Chantix commercials for a minute there, and got made fun of for them because they were so fucking lame.
Guy's trying to get his life together, fucking not die. Everybody's shitting on Ray Liotta because he's not smoking anymore.
So lame.
Fuck you, Ray.
Yeah, well, you know what? You got a thing. You should just stick with it, man. Like, you had a thing. He had a very unique face that he then went and fucked up with plastic surgery. Mm-hmm. I mean, at that point, like, then you went from like A-list actor down to like C, and then squeaked your way back up to B, which isn't a bad place to be considering you died in the Dominican Republic, probably sipping on a margarita, smoking a Pall Mall. Ain't the worst way to go. But you mentioned Gene Hackman, by the way. He's 92 now, and I saw a picture of him, and he's smiling it up, man. I mean, he looks like an old motherfucker, but he looks good. And you know what? Unlike Ray Liotta, he's alive.
Yeah,
he's 92.
Another one I forgot. He played George Young, aka the actor Johnny Depp. He played his dad in Blow. So he was a really good role in that. Yeah, and Johnny Depp, of course, is going through all this stuff. Alan, your thoughts on you
said Goodfellas. I think his most iconic role is the fucking video game character Tommy Vercetti from Grand Theft Auto Vice City, because he had so many good fucking dialogue lines in that video game, and it was made for him. He just palled around fucking a fake Miami Beach being a fucking gangster. It was great.
Here's
that sucks.
I read
a good one lost scene.
I read it was like 20 things or 15 things you may not have known about Ray Liotta. One of which he was adopted. And then he also, when he was 3, helped his parents picked out his adopted sister. They were like, hey, you know, we want you to be involved with this.
You want to go pick a puppy?
You go pick a puppy? But it's also a human. But check this out. 1995 thriller, Operation Dumbo Drop, starring Danny Glover, Ray Liotta, and get this, Dennis Leary, as well as a guy named Dougie Doug. Not sure who that is. Liotta admitted, now, hold your britches for this one, admitted that he did this strictly for money. I thought he was smitten by the script. I was like, wow, we're dropping off an elephant in the Congo? God, sign me up. I mean, this has fucking Golden Globes written all over it, but he did it for the money.
Hey, man, if you can write it, hey, I respect him for that. If you can write yourself a check worth millions of dollars to do something you may, because I do something I don't like every day, and I don't make $1 million.
That is like he wrote about this. He said that they had like a lot of it was filmed in Connecticut and it was super long days because they had to be up in the plane, they had to land it, they had to refuel. At that time, I think Glover was pretty well like just like, oh, I'm so fucking over this. But you're right. When people often criticize actors, like how could they disgrace their career by accepting such a role? Like Cuba Gooding. Remember, he was in Sled Dogs, and he was in another movie where he fake played a gay dude on a cruise ship or something like that. How could they tarnish a career like that? How could they accept a role like that? Well, because they're guaranteed $5 million fucking dollars. That's how. You know?
Yeah.
I'd
scale
at
their level.
Heartbeat.
What's that?
I'd do Sled Dogs tomorrow. I'd do Sled Dogs 4, fucking trapped in Alaska, tomorrow for fucking $100,000.
Bro, I would put on a fucking dog suit and be one of the sled dogs.
One of the dogs.
So and I would eat dog food with the other dogs. Like,
I'd live outside in one of those little shacks they put them in fucking Alaska. I'd do all of it.
Yep.
100 G's.
Ray Liotta, everyone. Rest in peace.
How Ray Liotta's in memoriam is like, we'd do sled dogs for nothing.
I do like, this is, hold on real quick. This here is like the still shot from the trailer of Operation Dumbo Drop. It's got a young, handsome Liotta in an elephant trunk right there.
Yeah, we couldn't have found like the scene with him and fucking Joe Pesci, the fucking clown scene, like one of the most iconic scenes in cinematic history.
Right.
One of the most uncomfortable scenes of all time. Like Ray, I can't even say his. I would say Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta, like, epitomized uncomfortable moment. It was glorious, and then how he cracks up in the laughter. But he say funny things. I mean. You boy, that God, but no.
You had me worried, Henry. I thought you may fall under questioning. You really are a funny guy. Rest in peace. All right, Alan, tell all the childrens and the boys and the girls where you can find the middle class holes.
Oh, you can find the middle class holes, Wesley, on all your favorite social media platforms. We're on Instagram and Twitter at MDL Classholes. We're the Middle Classholes on Facebook and TikTok. Check us out. Fucking not doing TikTok dances because that shit's whack. Of course, you can always find us for your listening pleasure on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And as always, please send us your emails, even your junk emails. Forward them to us if you want. You got coupons to Bed Bath & Beyond you don't want to use, we'll take them. Fucking shoot them to us at tickleourtummies@gmail.com. That's right. Do we got any emails this time?
I think we do.
Yeah, we do, and they're quite ridiculous.
They
to
are?
be perfectly honest
Like
with you. Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, multiple emails from Farmer Janky. I think Farmer Janky got decided to do a little bit of that day drinking. I'm gonna read the one I haven't read yet, just because it's the shortest one I've seen. So from Farmer Janky. Now I don't know much about comics, as they were too expensive in my day. I mean, they weren't no penny. We're talking wooden nickels here. But if there is a DC universe, why isn't there an AC universe? Thank you, Farmer Janky. Thank you.
Touche.
I don't get it.
It's the
AC/DC.
Oh, okay. I immediately was thinking about air conditioning. My bad. Whew.
Yeah.
Sorry. I stayed for the better part of a week up my hometown house. We have window units in certain rooms, but for the most part, it's unair conditioned.
So get a little tip.
I have another one. I'll go ahead and read this one.
All right.
Have you heard of rare Hot Wheels? Well, I fell a while back and a rear-loading pink beach bomb van went right up my poop chute a while back, and I swore it got stuck up there because I shit like a wombat. If anyone wants to try and retrieve it, I don't know what it's worth, but there's a lot of inflation. I don't know. I guess.
Well, I mean, thank you for listening to the show, Farmer Janky, because obviously we deep dove into wombat poop about 2 or 3 months ago, understanding and learning all the intricacies and peccadillos of wombats, and they poop every 80 seconds, and they poop in squares, and it got stuck in there, and you poop like a wombat. I'm sorry, and I hope things work out, or work their way out, anyway.
And that's your emails for the week.
Solid.
All right, kiddos and kiddettes, well, rest in peace, Ray Liotta, and hey, also, fraternity brother of ours passed away, Ryan Satterwhite. This show is to you, my man. Take it easy, rest easy. Good night, everybody.